welcome back to our channel. Before we get started, click that like button, turn notifications, give all a huge thumbs up.
Good morning, friends. My name is Ina Irby, and I'm a mom. Courage to Change. August 17th. Some of us believe that most defects of character are merely traits that we no longer need. Many of us develop clever methods of surviving in an alcoholic situation, such as denial or secrecy. But once we have the support of the Al-Anon program, we may find that our old methods do more harm than good. What once allowed us to function in a nearly impossible situation is now an obstacle to further growth. An asset has become a deficit. Others define defects of character as assets that have lost proportion. For example, a genuine desire to help a loved one can be exaggerated into a desperate need to fix another person. From this perspective, we aren't facing the daunting task of rooting out every shred of the defect. We are only turning it over to our higher power so that it can be brought into balance or dropped because it is no longer serving our needs. Today's reminder: instead of condemning myself when I become aware of a defect of character, I can acknowledge my growth. I've recognized that a characteristic that once allowed me to survive is no longer necessary. Or that an asset that has lost its proportion makes my life unmanageable. Instead of proving sickness, this shows a willingness to face reality and a readiness to choose health. The quote is from In All Our Affairs. Quote, "Sometimes we must accept ourselves, defects and all, before those defects are removed." End quote. I'll read that again. Sometimes we must accept ourselves, defects and all, before those defects are removed. Courage to Change. Affirmations for the inner child. It's on questions. I release my inner child from the task of knowing everything. My inner child is an investigator. Asking questions is a major part of growing up. What? Who? When? Why? How? How long? Each question is valid. Answers may not always be available, but questions are the beginning of knowledge and wisdom. Growing up in my dysfunctional family, I had to guess a lot of the time. Questions were dangerous, so I learned to ask as few as possible. There still exists an inner child who is afraid to ask questions. In a group of people, I still become shameful when I don't understand what is being discussed. I still experience the fear of being exposed as stupid or inadequate. Today, I will release myself from the impossible task of knowing everything. I will ask questions at work and at home, gathering information instead of making assumptions. Affirmations for the inner child. I hope this helps you on your healing journey, friends.